Hi friends, Adam Kirtley here, Chaplain at Whitman. I hope this message finds you well. Uh, I recently read an article that talked about sort of the mental health and well-being of folks in the wake of the pandemic, and not surprisingly, it's pretty sobering news that people are reporting really high rates of stress, anxiety, and depression. And what was most sobering to me was the extent to which this is especially true for younger people. My wife and I were reflecting last night on uh, how quickly our lives were turned upside down in terms of our relationship to our professional worlds, our relationship to others. There was dramatic and sweeping change in how we were in the world. And so frequently when we have difficult sort of hurdles in our life, it seems like we can sometimes muster the strength to lean in and push through the difficulty, knowing that on the other side there will be a sense of normalcy, perhaps. And not only has this situation lasted for such a long time, but it feels like the goalposts keep getting moved to a certain extent, depending on what news article you read on any given day, and we don't have a good sense of when things will revert back to something that feels more normal, even if we never return to what we had before. That the idea that we don't know when we can hope to find our feet on solid ground again is, I think, a particularly difficult reality that people are facing. I don't, of course, have any magic answer to how to respond to that, but as I was reflecting on it, it occurred to me that the reminder of adopting a practice of perhaps on a daily basis doing some small gesture to reach out and extend care to someone else in your world. It could be something as simple as just a text to a friend you haven't connected to for a while to say, "I'm thinking about you." Might for a moment move the needle. It might for a moment draw our attention and focus and energy in a positive way for another person. Not only, of course, do I think that has the possibility to benefit the person who's extending the gift, but of course the person who receives it as well. So that's an invitation to you to consider taking on one small gesture of loving kindness for another individual in your worlds as a way to help them and to help yourself as well. As I was thinking about this, the refrain "We are each other's" from Gwendolyn Brooks's famous poem was sort of that refrain was stuck in my mind, and so it's a very brief poem, and I thought I'd read it for us as a way to sign off today. The poem is called Paul Robeson, and it's written in honor of this man who was an amazing actor and singer and activist for racial justice later in his life. He famously sang the song "Old Man River" with his rich baritone and voice that was powerful and enigmatic performance. And the poem reads as this: "That time we all heard it, that time cool and clear, cutting across the hot grid of the day, the major voice, the adult voice. Foregoing rolling river, foregoing tearful tale of bale and barge, and other symptoms of an old despot. Warning in music words, devout and large, that we are each other's harvest. We are each other's business. We are each other's magnitude and bond. We are each other's magnitude and bond." The words of poet Gwendolyn Brooks. Until we see each other, friends, I hope you take care of each other and yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you around soon. Take care.